Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video of the Belgian chocolate maker. I am watching a replay again of Preddy and Tobbe platooning, and this time tier 10 mediums, the Leopard 1 and the E50M. I will be watching Preddy in his Leopard, Leopard, I don't know what you call it exactly. We see him going in a quite aggressive position, but he's not alone. The Type 62 decided to join him on this one, and he's getting spammed by a T69. Now, he is a bit unsure, I think, what to do. You have a Japan 100 and an E100 in the background there. Both have a really beastly gun. There's that lemon T69, but we critical hit him. Probably the tracks absorbed it, I'm not so sure. Alright, that's not the best start. Right away take, well, 500 damage of an T69. Okay, fine, we did kinda did 421 back, but that was to a scout, so not really that great.
Pass auf! Hinter dir!
Now we're trying to get some sneaky peeks up on the E100, but so far that doesn't work out. The E100 has a bit of an weak spot at the top of his turret, but it's rather small. I'm going to skip it a little bit. We have that Japan unit there at the back, who has kind of a hold down there, and so Preddy's trying to hit the top of it. Just like a little weak spots there as well, but they're really difficult to hit, definitely on long range. So unsurprisingly, that bounced on its superstructure. The M103 also wants to play, but has not the gun elevation. So he quickly backs down, but eats at least a shell before he does so. Now Preddy tries to use a bit the bushes here to at least have a bit of camouflage bonus against the Jackpot 300. Again, a shell missed there. People are actually penetrating that. 147 damage was a HE shell. But oh, and look at that! First stop penetrated in his E50M, and now Preddy blind fires that Jagdpanzer E100. That was a third time charm. He's trying to have a look if he can hit something in the middle. So far not.
Alle Mann zurück!
I think he actually would have penetrated that if he would have shot. But in those situations you need to think really quickly. I mean, the E100 is the biggest threat in this flank. Now that the FLC unit is dead at least. Tobbe takes the shells and now they start rushing them. Tobbe ramming him for, I'm not sure how much, but that was a lot of damage. Jesus Christ, the E50M, famous for his ramming. Tobbe just sacrificed his life for this push. The E100 finishing him off. It's, yeah, if everybody would have joined that push, it would have been more successful. But now, E100 also shooting heat. Very common for E100s, or tanks with E100 gun at least. And it has incredibly little penetration for tier 10, 235. A lot of people use heat on it. I admit it's one of the only tanks I use actually premium ammo on. We took a lot of damage here, but it was needed to push this side quickly in order to help the other side. So we're racing over through the middle using an the incredible mobility of this tank. Hold up. My Swiglish. But we cannot make that site in time, unfortunately. Still a low ring, T-34 protecting base. So I think what Preddy is thinking here that he wants to wait for them to make a move and flank them, whether that is going back to base or to attack. Here, Preddy has a beautiful shot on the rim tank, like I call it. Which is basically a tier 8, yeah, kinda similar like ISU. With a really big gun that is capable of penetrating anything in this game, really. T-34 also sticking out a little bit, but it's too well angled to penetrate. The Leopard does has an amazing penetration, 268 for medium, that's really good. And there we have that bigger version of the rim tank, the tier 9, which is also really beastly good. And I think Preddy actually has him tracked here in a perfect position, but misses the last shell. Oh, and I'm afraid that he will be repaired by now. Yeah. Unfortunately, otherwise he would have had taken out a big threat there. Now, yes, Preddy is the last tier 10 of his team alive, but the problem is this thing does not have armor to actually soak up the damage. Neither does the enemy really has. They had T-34 on that object. That's the well, the T-34 isn't that well armored, just the front of his turret. That object 263 is very well armored, but has some weak spots though. But on long range that can still be difficult to hit him sometimes. Well, this tank really lives from lucky bounces. Now, the 263 actually moved towards the right more, which allows Preddy to circle a bit around him and forces him basically to suicide for him. Also the tier 9 here now shot on the ground or something, I think. So he's also a free kill, and suddenly things are looking more brighter. But there's still a waffle thrower on 900 HP that is capable of annihilating whole Preddy's team. Sneaky shot there. The waffle thrower in the meanwhile receiving quite a few hits. Like I said in previous video, the turret of that thing is incredibly weak. It needs to have some weak spots in order to have such a fucking beast gun. Now again, Preddy changes side a bit. Tries to get the jump on them. And it's just too late to actually still kill it and get spotted anyway. Now he takes a bit of a chill put behind his rack. To not get shot. If the waffle thrower could see him there, but he couldn't, as he was there and is dead now. And now it's looking very good. Actually, only a T-34 left. A tier 8 heavy tank standing in the way of victory. and he is not going to be able to
Pass
hold
auf!
this.
Hinter dir!
The T69 finishing off, securing his top gun. I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you for watching. Bye!